What was that play? Oh my God, this is rigged. This is rigged. She got yanked, fell on her hip. That's a hack. That's a hack. That's a hack. Oh my God, they hacked Luana Bonner and they hacked Caitlin Clark. They are both hacks. They are both hacks. They hacked Fever twice, and then there was a phantom foul called on Sabrina Ionescu. Like, we literally... 2 hacks not called for Indiana. Oh my God. And a phantom foul. Foul winning New York the game. What a game. They've done a great job of rigging this. They've done a great job of rigging this league. The league, they're not even being subtle. They're not even being subtle. Oh my God, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. They're not even close. This wasn't even close to being there. And Stephanie White, why did you not challenge the phantom foul? Why did you not challenge the phantom foul? Oh my God. Like, why did you not challenge it? It would have been given. You had the ball. You had the ball. You know it's bad. You know it's bad when Skip Bayless is calling the league rigged. You know it's bad when Skip Bayless is calling the league rigged. Oh my God. You've got Skip Bayless calling it out. You've got Skip Bayless calling it out. This is the most embarrassing way I've seen it. She got literally 2 hands on her hips as she goes up, threw her hand and got a bit of the ball. Neither of them. And secondly, Lexi Hunt, they called Stephanie White. Why did you not challenge the phantom foul to lose the game? They made a dumb play. They made the dumbest play I've ever seen. Like, Sabrina Ionescu does the dumbest thing I've ever seen by going for a 1-leg floater with no one anywhere near her. She knows something's gone wrong and just jumps on the ground. And jumps on the ground. But whatever about the Caitlin Clark one, she got fouled about 4 times and then the ball was gotten. Natasha Cloud went nowhere near the ball. Like, she went nowhere near the ball. She just jumped through Luana Bonner's back on a game winner. Caitlin Clark makes an unbelievable play to get in. And by the way, if you guys think this is ridiculous, we got 2,000 people here. We can get to 1,000 likes, right? We can get to 1,000 likes. We can get to 47.3K subscribers for this. This is ridiculous. Caitlin Clark comes in, gets in, draws the help from John Quill, gets it to Luana Bonner, and gets plowed through her back. There's a timeout called. You have a timeout. You have a timeout to call the phantom foul. This is what happens. Is this what happened? No. Like, and by the way, this, like, I just saw this. This was a defensive foul. This was given as a defensive foul earlier in the game. That was given as a defensive foul. Like, Stewie just ran through her. And I don't even mind that. Like, how do you call the softest foul in history on Lexi Hull because Sabrina jumps on the ground, and literally, the Fever have a chance to win the game, to go up 2, they jump through her back. Caitlin Clark shooting a shot, and Natasha Howard does the dumbest thing she can possibly do by fouling Caitlin Clark on a 3-point shot, and you ignored it. Like, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. And also, by the way, Stephanie White, you're not getting off the hook for this. What the hell was this inbounds play? What the hell is this? That's twice in a row. Caitlin gets the ball here on an inbounds play with no one anywhere near her. What the hell is that, Stephanie White? You're not getting off the hook for this either. You lost that game. Obviously, the referee screwed them. But what the hell is that, Stephanie White? That's twice. That is twice you have drawn up nonsense. You have the team working nonsense. Earlier on in the game, they have a bit of a lead. End-line plays, nothing. End-line plays, absolutely, like, they turn, how many times have the Indiana Fever turned the ball over on end-line plays because everyone's just running nowhere? That's on you, Stephanie White. You're not getting off the hook for this either. You got very lucky. You got very, very lucky. You got very lucky that the referees screwed up more than you did. Because otherwise, that is a Stephanie White disaster class. An absolute Stephanie White disaster class. Like, the only thing that was working for this team was the Caitlin Clark and Leah Boston pick and roll. You just stopped going to it. It was the only thing that was working. Do you want to know what wasn't working? Playing Natasha Howard. You have a 12-point lead. Let's put Natasha Howard on the floor, and her being at fault. And by the way, Natasha Howard was great the last game. Not her game. Not her game. Being at fault for about 7 consecutive baskets. Being directly at fault. Kelsey Mitchell, she's not a point guard. Caitlin Clark's not a shooting guard. If you want to play Caitlin Clark as shooting guard, she's going to be garbage. If you want to play Kelsey Mitchell point guard, she's going to be garbage. Simple as that. Simple as that. I'm sorry, no, but like you don't... Imagine if Kobe was told to be a pass first player or Steve Nash was told go stand in that corner. Like, but either way, the referees are like, we're embarrassing. We're embarrassing. Fever were completely robbed in that game. The Fever, literally, the game ends. No matter what anyone says up to that point, the game ends with DeWanna Bonner getting hacked with 8 seconds to go. DeWanna Bonner getting hacked. Not even an attempt at the ball. No attempt at the ball. They jump through her back. DeWanna Bonner got hacked. Then they come down. A dumb shot happens. Sabrina Ionescu jumps on the ground. And somehow Sabrina Ionescu gets free throws. And then Caitlin Clark gets fouled on a 3-point shot. No call. No call. 3 consecutive possessions. Regardless of what happened other than that in the game. 3 consecutive possessions. All 3 bad calls in a row. And by the way, if it was a tie game, I wouldn't mind not calling the Natasha Cloud foul. Because she grabbed Caitlin's hip, she hit Caitlin as she's rising up, and then got the ball. I don't mind it if you're like, you know what, we don't want to decide the game on that foul. But when you have just decided a game on a phantom foul, you have to call it. Like, there is a 50-50 foul, whether it's Caitlin Clark on that last one. A blatant hack, something that I'm not saying it was flagrant, but it's closer to flagrant than a no call, and you let it go with 7 seconds to go. Then you call a phantom foul. You have to call the phantom foul the other end. You cannot decide the game. The referees decide that game. And you can say, oh, but like these players missed a shot, these players did. Both players missed a shot. Players miss shots. Referees get paid to ref, and they can't do that properly. You get paid to ref. And if you say, oh, the game wasn't decided by that. When a game is tied and it's a 2-possession game, yeah, it was decided by that. It was decided by that. You literally have people yelling challenge. It is ridiculous. It's absolutely, absolutely ridiculous. The Fever team, furious post-game. Absolutely furious. Because, like, 3 consecutive bad calls lost to Fever that game. And 2 of the 3 calls, again, the Natasha Cloud foul on Caitlin Clark. Look, you can see why, okay, physical basketball, not calling that. You let a hack go and call the phantom foul. This is what refs do. This is what these useless refs do. The WNBA hired people to improve their referees. And how have they gotten worse this year? How have they gotten worse? They've gotten worse, lads. They have gotten worse. And it is an absolutely embarrassing. And by the way, this is for the New York Liberty team that won a title on Breanna Steward doing this. She caught the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dribble. Let me go up with it. Get cleanly blocked. Foul. They won the title because Breanna Steward took 7 steps, put the ball down, then got fouled, and the referees didn't have the challenge. And there was no point Stephanie White challenging because we know it's rigged. We know it's rigged. There's no point in Stephanie White challenging a phantom call. Let's be real. There's no point. She can challenge it. She can challenge it because at the end of the day, and also we can't forget, a possession or 2 possessions before DeWanna Bonner got hacked, Aaliyah Boston got hacked. Caitlin Clark made the best pass of the game to Aaliyah Boston for a layup, and they just went through her back. 2 possessions earlier, there was a hack not called. They didn't even go near her. Like, they didn't even go near the ball. So, like, obviously, DeWanna Bonner Aaliyah Boston is just confused and they go down and score. And the worst part is, until about 3 minutes to go, the referees weren't bad at all. They weren't bad. They called some BS both ways. They weren't bad at all. But how do you create 4? How do you have 4 consecutive missed calls in the last minute of a game, all against one team? 3 blatant, and 1 pretty bad call. 3 blatant bad calls and 1 game deciding no call that was a foul. How do you do that? How do you do that in 5 possessions? 5 possessions, 4 bad calls. 5 possessions, 4 bad calls. All against one team in a close game, they lose. All 4, the team who literally won the finals because the referees rigged it. Like, It's a fact. It's a fact.